Why are Japanese men so hard to approach? Why are Japanese men so quiet, even when they like someone? Have you ever felt confused when a guy stares at you, but never talks? In many Western countries, flirting is direct. But in Japan, being too forward is often seen as rude or desperate. Instead, Japanese men tend to express interest through subtle actions. He might stand near you, offer small help, or ask about your day without ever saying he likes you. It's like a puzzle you have to decode. This quiet style comes from a culture that values harmony and avoiding pressure. They don't want to make you uncomfortable or risk public rejection. But to foreign women, it can feel like mind games or a lack of confidence. So here's the big questionnaire: they shy, respectful, or just not into you? Let's dig deeper into this silent mystery. The myth of the gentle Japanese prince. Are Japanese men really the gentle princes we imagine? Many foreign women expect them to be romantic, polite, and respectful. And yes, they often err on the surface. They open doors, say thank you, and avoid aggressive behavior. But does that mean he's truly interested in you? Sometimes, this politeness is just social habit, not romantic intent. It's easy to confuse good manners with attraction. In Japan, being nice doesn't always mean I like you. He might just be treating you the same as everyone else. This can be confusing, especially for women who are used to clear signs. So how do you tell if he's actually into you or just being a decent human? Understanding the gap between cultural behavior and personal feelings is key. Let's break the myth of the perfect polite boyfriend. Love at snail speed. Why he takes forever to ask you out? Why does it take so long for a Japanese man to ask you out? You've been chatting for weeks, maybe even months. He sends polite messages, asks how your day was, but there's no sign of a date or confession. Is he unsure? Is he testing the waters? Actually, this slow pace is totally normal in Japan. Relationships here often grow from friendship very slowly. People want to avoid rushing and making mistakes. In Japanese culture, patience is a form of respect. It shows they care enough to think things through. To foreign women, though, it can feel like going nowhere. But just because he's not rushing doesn't mean he's not serious. Sometimes, the slowest start leads to the most sincere love. So if you're wondering why it's taking forever, it might mean he's really taking you seriously. When "let's hang out" means "I like you." In Japan, "let's hang out" can mean a lot more than just being friends. You might think it's a casual meetup, just grabbing coffee or going to the park. But for many Japanese men, asking you to spend time together is a quiet confession. They might not say "I like you," but the invitation itself is a sign. It's their way of getting closer, without putting pressure on you. This indirect style avoids embarrassment and rejection. But for foreign women, the line between friend and more than friend becomes blurry. Are we dating, or just hanging out? You might meet several times before anything is said clearly. This can feel frustrating, even confusing. But in Japanese dating culture, words often come last after trust is built through time together. So if he asks to hang out again and again, pay attention. His silence may be hiding a loud message: "I like you," Kokuhaku, or nothing. Why Japanese men need a green light. In Japan, relationships often don't begin until someone says the magic words. "Will you go out with me?" This is called Kokuhaku, a formal confession of love. Without this clear moment, you might go on 10 dates and still not be official. Japanese men often wait for the right timing, and they may seem hesitant. But it's not lack of interest, it's cultural. They want to be sure before they ask. A proper kokuhaku gives clarity and mutual agreement. It also reduces misunderstandings, which Japanese people try hard to avoid. But for foreign women, this can feel overly formal, even unnecessary. You might already feel like a couple, so why wait? The truth is, many Japanese men don't feel comfortable acting romantic until after the kokuhaku. It's their emotional green light. So if you want things to move forward, sometimes giving him a little push or even doing the kokuhaku yourself can work wonders. Too sexy or too direct? What makes him run away? Have you ever felt like being confident and sexy scared him off? In many cultures, showing interest or dressing up is attractive. But in Japan, too much boldness can make men uncomfortable. Why is that? Japanese dating culture often favors modesty and subtlety. Being too direct, flirty, or touchy may feel aggressive to them. They might misread it as being too easy or not serious. It's not about shaming your style, it's about different expectations. In Japan, the ideal woman is often described as yusashi, gentle, otonashi quiet, or Jimmy simple. Of course, not all men are the same. But if you're used to Western dating dynamics, this can feel like a double standard. Why can't a woman be confident and respected? Here's the real question. Is Japan rejecting bold women, or is it simply afraid of emotional intensity? Let's explore the deeper psychology behind this quiet discomfort. How to spot the nice guy versus the player. He's kind, respectful, and always texts back. But is he a true nice guy or just playing the role? In Japan, many men are called Soshokukei, or herbivore types. They're seen as gentle, passive, and uninterested in chasing women. But don't be fooled, some herbivores are actually hidden Nakushokukei, or carnivores in disguise. They act quiet, but know exactly how to win your trust. They'll wait patiently, play it slow, and then disappear once they get what they want. Sounds familiar? The tricky part is, both the real nice guy and the player look the same at first. Polite, calm, caring. So how do you tell the difference? Look at consistency. A real nice guy stays kind over time, especially when there's nothing to gain. A player's charm fades when effort is no longer convenient. The question isn't whether he's slow or shy, it's whether he's stable. In Japan, patience is common. But sincerity? That's what truly counts. His friends know before you do. In Japan, don't be surprised if his friends know how he feels before you do. Japanese men often talk to their close friends first before confessing to you. They might say things like, "I kind of like her," or "What do you think of her?" Then, those friends might casually test the waters for him. "Hey, do you like him? Would you go out with someone like him?" This indirect approach helps avoid embarrassment. It's like a quiet support system, where his friends act as emotional messengers. To foreign women, this may feel like high school all over again. Why not just say it yourself? But in Japan, involving friends is not immaturity, it's a safety net. It shows he cares enough to be cautious, not careless. So if his friends start asking strange questions about him, he might be more interested than he lets on. What to expect after you start dating? So you finally made it, confessed, and now you're officially dating. But here's the surprise, things might not change much. In some cultures, dating means more affection, more communication, more passion. In Japan, however, many couples stay low-key even after becoming official. Public displays of affection are rare. Even holding hands can feel like a big step. He may not text you constantly or say "I love you" often. But don't panic. Japanese dating tends to focus on stability and comfort, not dramatic romance. Being together quietly, spending time side by side, that's their way of showing love. Sometimes, no change is the change. If you expect fireworks, you might be disappointed. But if you notice his routine starts to include yuhei plans ahead, remembers details, that's a real sign of love. In Japan, consistency is the new romance. How to build a deep relationship without losing yourself. Dating a Japanese man can feel like entering a new world. There are quiet signals, unspoken rules, and cultural gaps to navigate. It's easy to feel lost or to change yourself too much just to fit in. But here's the truth, you don't need to become more Japanese to be loved. Respecting the culture doesn't mean erasing who you are. The best relationships are built on mutual curiosity and balance. Share your thoughts, ask questions, laugh at the misunderstandings together. He might admire your openness, just as you admire his quiet strength. Love doesn't need to look one way to be real. Some couples bond through deep conversations, others through silent walks. What matters is not how Japanese you act, but how honest you both are. So take your time, be yourself, and learn as you go. Because when two people grow across cultures, it's not just dating, it's discovery. Cultural habits like this may seem small, but they reflect big ideas. How does your culture compare? Let's share and learn from each other. Leave a comment if you'd like. And please like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.